Hi, Andrew. Can you tell me if you immigrated to the United States? And if you did, when did you?
I didn't, but my grandparents immigrated from Puerto Rico in the 1950s.
Okay. All right. What is your knowledge of immigration?
I don't know much about it.
Okay. So then what is your stance on immigration and more specifically on undocumented immigration, the current immigration debate reform?
Yeah. From what I know from the Immigration Reform Act is, what I think I know is that they're trying to increase security along the border to not allow more undocumented immigrants coming to the United States. My stance on it is, it kind of depends on situations, because I know there's a lot of countries that really suck compared to the United States. So they come here for a better life and stuff like that. So I'm sort of in between.
Okay, so as you may know, over the years there's been a change in the political climate, and this has led to changes in immigration law, and the general public attitude about immigration has changed as well. For example, immigrants were able to process their citizenship much faster with the amnesty of 1986, or the Braceros program. However, after circumstances such as 9/11, immigration law and public opinion have changed dramatically in a much more negative way. Have you noticed this shift in attitude, and if so, what has been your personal experience with immigration?
Well, the reason I think there's been such a shift from 9/11 is because they don't want radicals from other countries to come into ours, and so to be dormant, and which is kind of like what happened with 9/11. The dormant radicals ended up going to Twin Towers. But my experience is that my best friend, his father's an immigrant, and he has his own business, and he's doing great for the country. He's doing great in the country, and from my stance, they just need to learn the history of the United States, just like we did in school, and say the pledge. I don't really know much. Yeah.
You haven't had any other personal experiences being of Hispanic descent? It's typically stereotyped as an immigrant, you know?
Oh yeah, people tell me all the time, like jokingly, I'll get you deported and stuff like that. But sometimes you can tell it's jokes, but that's still like, it's still kind of stereotype. Actually, there's some of my family members, they've told police officers that they're Puerto Rican, and police officers tell them that they still get them deported, but there's not much, they obviously don't know about commonwealths and stuff like that.
Okay.
So they, Hispanic doesn't mean they think, I'll get you deported.
Okay. Finally, can you tell me how the current immigration process to obtain citizenship works?
Yeah, like I said about my best friend, my best friend's father, when I spoke to him about it, he just only told me that they were learning stuff about United States history. But I guess that's towards the ending stages of it, because he knew English pretty well. He's been in the country for probably like 20 years already. So I guess he was more of an advanced citizen than most other people. So it didn't seem like he had to do much. It wasn't much of a struggle for him.
Okay. How do you think that status, whether it's documented or undocumented status, how do you think that affects people's everyday lives?
It affects it a lot. Because if you're documented, you get a lot of perks from being in America. If you're undocumented, you sort of have to live under the radar the rest of your life. And that's why there's a lot of undocumented workers, and they don't really get paid much, and then if you're documented, you go to school, you have to get minimum wage still. Yeah, you get a lot more perks being documented.
Okay. All right, Andrew, that's all we have for you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.